Have you ever wondered what truly makes a relationship last? Is it the physical chemistry or something deeper? In today's world, we're constantly told that love and intimacy are defined by physical attributes, size, shape, and appearance. But what if that's all wrong? What if the most important aspects of intimacy have nothing to do with physical perfection and everything to do with emotional connection, trust, and respect? In this video, we'll take you on a journey to understand the real essence of intimacy, far beyond what society and the media often lead us to believe. Through deeply personal and powerful real-life experiences, you'll discover that true intimacy isn't about measurements or fleeting moments of physical connection. It's about the profound emotional bond you build with your partner, the trust you share, and the vulnerability that allows you both to be fully seen, flaws and all. You'll learn why emotional intimacy is the cornerstone of a fulfilling relationship, and how shifting your focus from superficial expectations can completely transform not only your romantic life, but the relationships in every part of your life. This isn't about chasing after fleeting fantasies or fitting into a narrow mold. It's about creating relationships built on mutual respect, care, and emotional depth that stand the test of time. Stick with us through this conversation, because by the end of the video, you'll see how simple shifts in perspective can lead to far more fulfilling, lasting relationships, where true connection, understanding, and emotional intimacy reign. This isn't just for your romantic relationships. It's a transformative perspective that can enrich your friendships, family bonds, and even the way you relate to yourself. Let's explore what real intimacy means and how to build relationships that go beyond the surface. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. Through deeply personal and powerful real-life experiences, you will come to realize that love and intimacy are far beyond mere physical attributes such as size, shape, or outward appearances. True intimacy isn't defined by anything as fleeting or shallow as physical perfection, but by the profound emotions we experience with our partners, the deep respect we have for one another, and the raw vulnerability we choose to share when we trust someone with our hearts. Intimacy is about opening up in ways that allow us to be fully seen, flaws and all, and still be cherished. What truly matters in a relationship, what defines a lasting connection, is not measured by physical encounters or societal ideals, but by the depth and quality of the emotional bond we build together. It's not about how many times you are physically together, but about the richness of what you share beyond the surface level. It's about the way you truly feel about one another, how you support each other through life's challenges, how you listen with empathy and understanding, and how you offer care and emotional nurturing. Satisfaction in love is never about numbers, measurements, or how often you find yourselves in bed. It's about the shared experiences, the intimacy, and the connection that grows as you navigate life together, hand in hand. It's about how you feel when you're in the same room as your partner, how their presence makes you feel grounded, loved, and seen. True intimacy is about how you communicate your deepest desires and needs without fear of judgment, how you hold space for each other's dreams and insecurities, and how you cherish and respect one another through all the ups and downs. In this video, we'll take a deeper dive into how shifting your focus from superficial expectations to the emotional and mental aspects of intimacy can completely transform not only your romantic life, but your approach to relationships in every part of your life. With simple yet powerful changes in perspective, you'll come to realize that what truly matters in love and relationships is mutual respect, an attentive awareness of your partner's emotional landscape, and the constant, mindful effort to maintain open, sincere, and vulnerable communication. These are the cornerstones of lasting connections. This isn't about chasing after fleeting fantasies or conforming to unrealistic standards. It's about creating relationships built on the foundation of trust, respect, and emotional intimacy, qualities that stand the test of time and bring deep fulfillment. Relationships based on emotional depth are rich, fulfilling, and transformative, whereas those focused solely on physical satisfaction often fade when faced with challenges. By the end of this video, you will understand and embrace the truth that love, emotional vulnerability, and intimacy are always far more significant and lasting than any physical measurement. You'll see how a simple shift in perspective can reshape the way you view not just your romantic relationships, but your connections with family, friends, and even yourself. When we prioritize emotional intimacy over superficial desires, we open the door to a more profound, meaningful connection that transcends the surface-level interactions and taps into something that is infinitely more satisfying. This is a topic that, if explored with sincerity and openness, has the potential to profoundly affect how we live our lives and interact with those around us. It's time to let go of the myths, unlearn the harmful stereotypes, and explore what truly brings us closer. So, stick with us, because this conversation is one you do not want to miss. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and activate the notification bell so you never miss an update on our new videos and important discussions. I am genuinely excited to hear your thoughts on this topic. If what you're hearing resonates with you, leave a 1 below to show your support. But if you don't agree, or if it doesn't speak to your experience, leave a 0. Your feedback is incredibly important to us. It helps us refine our content, ensuring we create videos that truly align with what interests and matters to you. Together, we can shape this conversation and make sure it reflects the real, authentic truths we all deserve to hear. Now, let's dive deeply into this incredibly important and often overlooked topic of intimacy in today's fast-paced, hypervisual world. In an era where everything moves quickly and where our attention spans are shrinking, we are constantly bombarded by external influences that push a single, narrow definition of what intimacy should be. We live in a world that tirelessly promotes the idea that the size of your penis, the physical attributes of your body, and the number of sexual encounters you have are the ultimate measures of success, value, and fulfillment in both romantic and sexual relationships. From the ubiquitous TV commercials to glossy magazine covers, movies that glamorize unrealistic depictions of sex, and the carefully curated content on social media, the message is always the same. If you don't measure up physically, you're somehow lacking. This false narrative has seeped into our collective consciousness so deeply that it feels impossible to escape. It affects the way we see ourselves, the way we view others, and ultimately, the way we approach love and intimacy. But the reality is far more complex than what the media wants us to believe. In truth, the physical aspects of intimacy play a very small role compared to the emotional connection and understanding that forms the foundation of any healthy, loving relationship. The real truth is that love is about so much more than what we see on screen or what we are told to value. It's time to start dismantling this harmful myth, to look beyond the surface, and to embrace a richer, more nuanced understanding of what makes relationships truly meaningful. Let's begin this journey together. What society and the media have sold us is a distorted and dangerously shallow version of what intimacy truly means. They paint a picture that convinces us the most important thing in both sexual and emotional relationships is physical appearance, specifically, penis size. We are constantly bombarded by these messages, whether it's through advertisements, movies, or the images on social media, all of which send the same message. If you don't measure up in certain ways, you'll never be truly loved or fulfilled. But let me be perfectly clear, nothing could be further from the truth. The idea that intimacy, love, or sexual satisfaction hinges on any physical attribute is not only misguided, but it undermines what truly makes a relationship meaningful. The real truth is that satisfaction, deep connection, and lasting intimacy have nothing to do with the size of any body part. They are defined by the emotional depth, the vulnerability, the trust, and the love that two people share with one another. In any genuine and fulfilling relationship, what truly matters is not what we see on the surface or in the mirror, but how we treat one another. The value of a relationship is found in the care we give to each other, in the respect we show, and, perhaps most importantly, in the way we communicate, connect, and share our deepest selves with one another on an emotional level. In fact, these are the true markers of intimacy, the ability to connect emotionally and to support each other through life's highs and lows. Yet, these core aspects of intimacy are often ignored or minimized by the narrative society imposes on us. Instead of celebrating tenderness, vulnerability, and emotional support, the very things that create and sustain a strong and lasting bond, Media messages tend to focus on transient, superficial ideals that ultimately leave us feeling empty and disconnected. The relentless narrative that associates size with sexual ability or relationship success is deeply flawed and harmful. It distorts our perception of what it means to share love, affection, and true connection with another person. Over the years, I've had the privilege of sitting down and speaking with countless couples from all walks of life. Couples who have weathered storms, faced personal hardships, and navigated the complexities of their own journeys together. And time again, I've witnessed the same powerful truth emerge. The thing that truly holds couples together, the thing that enables them to thrive and grow through challenges, is not the size of anyone's body. It is love. A love that is deep, unbreakable, and enduring. A love that is not contingent on physical characteristics or fleeting desires, but rather on mutual trust, respect, and emotional connection. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. What keeps couples together through thick and thin is the strength of their emotional bond, the way they support one another when life gets tough, the way they communicate with honesty and openness, and the way they consistently show care and empathy for each other's emotional needs. The real foundation of a healthy, fulfilling relationship is not built on any physical measurement, but on the deep emotional connections and shared values that the partners hold. It is in being able to look at each other with kindness and understanding, knowing that vulnerability is not a weakness but a shared strength, and that true intimacy comes from a place of genuine openness and mutual respect. The true foundation of a healthy and satisfying relationship is built on love, understanding, and authentic communication. These are not abstract concepts. They are tangible practices that form the bedrock of lasting connection. Love isn't just a feeling. It's something that's demonstrated daily through actions, words, and gestures that reflect care and consideration for one another. Understanding isn't just about agreeing. It's about listening deeply, recognizing each other's needs, and showing empathy when challenges arise. Communication isn't just about speaking. It's about being willing to hear each other out, to express your own vulnerabilities, and to work together to ensure both partners feel valued and heard. These principles don't depend on how someone looks or how they measure up to society's standards. They are grounded in the willingness to be vulnerable, to truly listen to your partner's inner world, and to care for each other in a way that goes far beyond physical interaction. Couples who embrace these principles, who nurture each other's emotional needs, who commit to open and honest communication, and who support one another with love and kindness, are the couples who create a deep, lasting connection that can endure anything life throws their way. This is the real secret to achieving true intimacy, the kind that transcends surface-level concerns and reaches a place of profound emotional satisfaction. The kind of intimacy that allows two people to grow together, to weather life's storms, and to share in the joys of each other's company. It's not about size, looks, or physical features. It's about emotional closeness, understanding, and the shared experiences that bind you together in a way that is irreplaceable. When we focus on what truly matters, on the emotional intimacy, trust, and respect that form the foundation of a healthy relationship, we begin to see that love is not about physical measurements or fleeting moments of passion. It's about the depth of connection that grows over time, nourished by kindness, support, and mutual understanding. This is the kind of love that builds strong, fulfilling, and lasting relationships. This is the love that, no matter the challenges or hardships, will always lead to true emotional intimacy and satisfaction. What's even more revealing is that numerous scientific studies and relationship experts have consistently shown that size does not dictate satisfaction or pleasure in a relationship. In fact, many women, when asked about what truly brings them joy in a romantic and sexual connection, emphasize that emotional intimacy, respect, and the way their partner makes them feel valued, heard, and safe are the most important factors. What a woman really wants, what deeply satisfies her, is not the physical dimensions of her partner but the emotional connection they share. It's in those subtle, tender gestures, small acts of affection, the thoughtful touches, the quiet moments when she feels cherished for who she is, not just what she looks like. This doesn't mean there isn't room for self-confidence or for enjoying the physical experiences that size might influence in intimacy. A larger penis, for example, might make a man feel more confident at certain moments, especially when he believes that size plays a role in satisfying his partner. However, I want to be very clear about something. Size alone is never a guarantee of satisfaction or fulfillment. Over the years, in observing countless relationships, I've seen far too many men place unnecessary pressure on themselves, believing they must perform based solely on the size of their body. This immense pressure to meet physical expectations often leads them to overlook the more essential and meaningful aspects of intimacy, those intangible but infinitely powerful elements like tenderness, affection, respect, and mutual care. I've witnessed men who mistakenly think that the only thing required to make their partner happy is size. But this mindset prevents them from seeing the bigger picture, the deeper, more lasting qualities that truly define a healthy, vibrant relationship. They often forget that the most important things are not physical measurements, but emotional presence, showing emotional support, being present in the moment, listening attentively, and responding with kindness, compassion, and love, both in word and in action. They forget that love is not measured by body size. Rather, it's measured by the size of the heart, the capacity to give, to empathize, to understand, and to care. Those are the attributes that sustain a relationship, that keep it strong and alive, especially during tough times. The true foundation of intimacy is rooted in emotional connection, in respect for each other's needs, and in the willingness to open up to one another in a way that allows both partners to feel valued, respected, and understood. While it's natural to feel confident or to enjoy the physical aspect of a relationship, let's not fall into the trap of thinking that these things are the defining factors in love and intimacy. True love is built on much deeper and more substantial foundations. Foundations of emotional closeness, mutual respect, and shared understanding. At this point, it's important to remember that size can change over time, whether it's a result of age, health, or simply the natural fluctuations of life. But love, care, emotional connection, and the attention we give one another endure. And it is these enduring qualities that truly make the difference in the depth and satisfaction of our relationships. Throughout my life, I've heard countless stories from couples who, at first, struggled with insecurities related to their bodies, especially concerns over penis size. However, over time, these couples discovered that the real challenges in their relationships had very little to do with the physical and everything to do with the emotional. A lack of communication, a disconnect in understanding each other's needs, or a failure to nurture the emotional intimacy that strengthens a bond. So, if you've ever felt that the size of your penis might be an obstacle in your love life, I invite you to reflect on something profoundly important. Emotional connection, the ability to care for, understand, and love your partner, is far more powerful than any physical limitation. For a sexual relationship to be truly satisfying, both partners must be fully engaged, not just physically, but emotionally as well. Both partners must create an atmosphere of trust, safety, and open communication, where vulnerability is welcomed, and true connection can flourish. It's common to hear stories of people who, despite not meeting society's idealized body standards, enjoy far more fulfilling and satisfying sexual relationships than those who are obsessed with physical perfection. This is because sex, at its core, is not merely a physical act. It is a profound act of emotional connection, mutual communication, and vulnerability. Emotional intimacy is what allows couples to experience truly meaningful, memorable, and joyful sexual moments. It doesn't matter if your penis size is large or small. What truly matters is how you engage with the experience, how deeply you connect with your partner's desires and needs, and how you create a comfortable, nurturing environment where both of you feel free to relax, explore, and express yourselves without fear or shame. The most intimate, fulfilling sexual experiences don't come from physical measurements. They come from the emotional bond that allows both partners to share, grow, and experience pleasure in a way that is deeply connected, satisfying, and authentic. When you understand this, you realize that the physical is just one part of the equation. The emotional, the connection, the love you share. Those are the things that truly define intimacy and lead to lasting joy in a relationship. At the end of the day, the trust you share with your partner is far more important than physical measurements. Emotional security, the deep sense of belonging, and the comfort that comes from knowing you're truly seen and valued. These are the pillars of a lasting and satisfying relationship. When you can make your partner feel safe, understood, and loved, you will never need to worry about superficial concerns like size. Rather than obsessing over things that are outside of your control, focus on what you can offer, your affection, attention, and dedication to the relationship. These are the things that truly nurture love and intimacy. Sex, in all its forms, is so much more than just penetration. The caresses, the tender kisses, the moments of foreplay, and the constant communication during intimacy are all equally, if not more, significant in creating mutual pleasure and satisfaction. True intimacy is forged when both partners are fully committed to the experience, not focused on meeting some external, unrealistic standard of performance. It's about being open, connected, and free from the pressures of physical perfection. These pressures are often a product of the unrealistic ideals that society projects about what sex should be. But the real beauty of intimacy lies in the love, connection, and emotional closeness that you share with one another. So the next time you find yourself questioning your size or feeling insecure about your body, remember this: true connection in a relationship goes far beyond physical attributes. It's about the emotional bond you share, the respect you give to each other, and the care you show one another every single day. Those are the ingredients that lead to a truly fulfilling, satisfying relationship. In the journey of love and intimacy, it's crucial to recognize that every person has unique desires and preferences. While society might offer us a standardized measurement of what relationships should look like, the truth is that every individual and every couple define satisfaction in their own way. For some, emotional connection and mutual understanding take precedence over any physical concerns. For others, it's about finding the right balance between emotional and physical intimacy. What's most important is that both partners communicate openly about their needs, desires, and concerns. These conversations should be grounded in mutual respect, vulnerability, and the desire to deepen the bond between you. It's also worth noting that intimacy isn't just confined to the bedroom. True intimacy is something that builds over time, nurtured through shared experiences, thoughtful conversations, and quiet moments when you connect on a deeper, more personal level. The most powerful sexual experiences often occur in environments where trust, comfort, and emotional safety are paramount. It's in these moments, when you're fully present with each other, that the foundation for a truly fulfilling relationship is laid. When you share your thoughts, your fears, your dreams, and your vulnerabilities with your partner, that's when intimacy becomes an enriching, life-giving experience. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. So how do we shift away from the damaging fixation on size and begin to focus on what really matters? First and foremost, it's about education and self-awareness. Understanding that intimacy is much more than just a physical act is essential to breaking free from the pressure society places on us. Take time to learn about your partner's emotional and physical needs. Be open to exploring new ways to meet them, both inside and outside the bedroom. The more you focus on creating a strong emotional bond, the more naturally physical intimacy will evolve and deepen. Second, it's important to build self-confidence. Recognize that your worth in a relationship isn't tied to your physical attributes. It's rooted in the love, respect, and commitment you bring to the partnership. Cultivating a positive self-image and practicing self-love is key to feeling secure and confident in your relationship. When you feel good about yourself, that confidence will shine through in your interactions with your partner, creating a more connected and fulfilling dynamic. Finally, it's essential to create an environment of trust and safety in your relationship. For intimacy to thrive, both partners must feel secure enough to be vulnerable and express their true selves without fear of judgment or rejection. This includes being open about insecurities, addressing any misunderstandings, and embracing the imperfections that come with being human. When you let go of the pressure to meet unrealistic standards, intimacy transforms from a source of anxiety into an experience of mutual joy and fulfillment. Remember, the most beautiful and fulfilling relationships are those where both partners feel heard, respected, and appreciated, not for their bodies, but for their hearts and souls. Don't let society dictate your sense of worth. Embrace your uniqueness and take pride in who you are. True intimacy comes from the deep, emotional connections we share with one another, and this connection is something that transcends any physical measurement. As we wrap up, I want to challenge you to rethink how you approach your relationships. Let go of the myths and societal standards that have been ingrained in us for so long. Instead, begin prioritizing emotional intimacy over physical appearance. By doing so, you'll find that love becomes more fulfilling, your relationships grow stronger, and your life becomes richer in ways that truly matter. Thank you for watching this video. If this message resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know how you think we can change the narrative around intimacy and relationships. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more insightful content like this. Until next time, remember that true intimacy is about connection, respect, and love, not size. Alright, so we've covered a lot of important topics today, from emotional resilience and setting boundaries, to the importance of selflessness and maintaining harmony in relationships. I hope you found these insights valuable and thought-provoking. So, what have you learned so far? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one thing you plan to bring into your own life after watching this video? Please leave your thoughts below, and if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more content that supports your journey to a fulfilling life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.